You live in the most technologically advanced era in human history. Your home glows with artificial light. Screens shine in your pocket. Lamps erase every shadow. Cities never truly go dark. And yet, millions of people today struggle to sleep. Meanwhile, ancient humans, people without electricity, without LEDs, without screens, slept deeply, consistently, and restoratively for tens of thousands of years. So why does modern light promise convenience and control? While ancient darkness quietly gave something, your body now struggles to reclaim. The problem is not you. You are not lazy. You are not broken. You are not bad at sleeping. Your nervous system is doing exactly what it evolved to do. The problem is the system around you. Modern light does not exist to protect your biology. It exists to extend productivity, consumption, and convenience. Ancient darkness, by contrast, was not optional. It was a condition of life, and that difference shaped human sleep in ways modern systems have quietly undone. Sleep is not a mystery. It is a biological process governed by one simple, powerful signal: light. When light enters your eyes, it communicates directly with a tiny region deep in your brain. This region does not care about what you are looking at. It does not care whether the light comes from the sun, a lamp, or a glowing screen. It only cares about time, whether it is day or night. Light tells your body when to be alert. Darkness tells your body when to rest, repair, and reset. For tens of thousands of years, this signal was consistent and reliable. Day was bright, night was dark. The transition between them followed the sun, not alarms, schedules, or glowing rectangles in your hands. The cycle was gradual. Morning light slowly nudged your nervous system awake. Evening darkness quietly prepared your body for sleep. Your biology evolved inside this rhythm. Every hormone, every cell, every process was synchronized with it. Cortisol rose with daylight to energize you. Melatonin rose with darkness to calm and repair. Body temperature, heart rate, digestion, and brain activity all danced to this light-driven rhythm. This system required no effort, no technology, no sleep hacks. It worked automatically, perfectly, and consistently. Ancient humans did not try to sleep better. They did not rely on supplements, meditation apps, or sleep tracking devices. Their environment did the work for them. When the sun set, natural light gradually faded. Darkness arrived, the body's internal signals responded automatically. Melatonin levels rose, signaling the brain that it was time to rest. Cortisol, the stress and alertness hormone, naturally fell. Body temperature dropped slightly. Heart rate slowed. The nervous system shifted from alertness to repair mode. Every system in the body, from cellular repair to memory consolidation, synchronizes with the natural cycle of day and night. This was not a habit or a learned routine. It was biology in perfect alignment with the environment, honed over tens of thousands of years. Sleep came naturally, deeply, and consistently because the body's cues matched the external world. Modern life, however, shatters this ancient process. Artificial light extends the day indefinitely. Screens, LEDs, and fluorescent bulbs, especially those rich in blue wavelengths, tell the brain that it is still daytime. Even dim lights indoors can delay the natural rise of melatonin. Even brief exposure to screens or bright lights before bed fragments sleep cycles, preventing the body from entering the deep, restorative stages of sleep. To your nervous system, midnight under artificial light does not feel like night. It feels like a delayed afternoon. The signals it relies on are confused. The timing of repair, recovery, and rest is disrupted. This is why, despite lying in bed for hours, so many people wake up feeling unrefreshed, tired, and unrested, trapped in a biological rhythm that no longer aligns with the world around them. At first, the disruption is almost imperceptible. You fall asleep just a little later than usual. You wake up a few times in the night. REM, rapid eye movement, sleep shortens. Deep sleep, the stage your body relies on for repair and memory consolidation, fragments. The effects are subtle, barely noticeable at first, but they are cumulative. Night after night, the misalignment between your internal clock and external light slowly compounds. The body begins to operate under a state of low-level stress. Cortisol stays elevated longer than it should. Melatonin rises later. Cellular repair processes are interrupted. This is not just about feeling groggy in the morning. Chronic circadian disruption gradually affects metabolism, increasing the risk of insulin resistance and weight gain. It impacts mood, making anxiety and depression more likely. It weakens immune function. It stresses the cardiovascular system. Modern light does its damage quietly, gradually, night after night, and most people never notice until the consequences have already begun. In the early 2000s, researchers at Harvard Medical School conducted controlled studies on healthy adults exposed to blue spectrum light in the hours before bedtime. The results were striking and consistent. Melatonin release was delayed. REM, rapid eye movement sleep, the stage crucial for memory, learning, and emotional regulation, was reduced. Nighttime awakenings became more frequent. Nothing else in the participants' routines changed: sleep environment, diet, activity levels, only the light. The experiment made one thing abundantly clear. Artificial light alone can disrupt the body's natural rhythm. Ancient darkness created a very different environment. After sunset, illumination came from fire. Oil lamps glowed softly, casting uneven, flickering shadows. Darkness still dominated most of the space. Firelight is warm, unstable, and low in blue wavelengths. It flickers and fades naturally, never flooding the eyes with constant stimulation. It extended visibility just enough to move and interact, without overwhelming the body's circadian system, preserving the alignment between environment and biology that modern light so easily destroys. Ancient homes were designed around darkness. Evenings were dim. Interiors were shadowed. Light was localized, not ambient. There were no glowing ceilings, no illuminated hallways. Darkness was not an inconvenience. It was a boundary, and within that boundary, sleep thrived. Anthropological research supports this. Modern hunter-gatherer groups, including the Hadza in Tanzania and the San of southern Africa, align sleep naturally with darkness and sunrise. Sleep onset occurs shortly after darkness. Wake times follow natural light. Fragmentation is rare. They do not try to sleep better. Their environment regulates it for them. Even the ruins of Pompeii tell the story. Archaeologists uncovered Roman oil lamps preserved under volcanic ash since 79 AD. When reconstructed, these lamps produced less than 1% of the brightness of a modern household light bulb. They allowed basic visibility without overwhelming the circadian system. They extended the evening without erasing night. These lamps, now in museums across Italy, are silent proof. Ancient nights were biologically dark even when illuminated.